What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here at South Fork Landing, North Bend, Washington. I got a little 2-round C tier tomorrow. So this is the official practice round. Hole number 10, 354, par 3, dead straight, a little bit of water behind. This one tends to play a little bit longer, but I think the cicada can do the job. Oh my gosh. You might have noticed if you're a local, we started on hole 10 because the course is packed and it was a little bit more open on the back. Beautiful track, one of my favorites in the area. It's just very simple, scoreable, but very enjoyable. Enough yapping, let's get right into it.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
Hole 11, 309-foot par 3. Should be a buzz assess, my flippy one. You got a little bit of a headwind. Get up there. I did kind of make the one mistake for this hole is just putting it too low. The log slash tree that fell down to the right, you obviously don't want to come up short of that. And if you go deep, you're probably gonna hit some trees and it'll just knock you down. So I love the line of that, just 5 feet higher, and we're prime time. This round is starting off a little weird. I won't lie, didn't know there was a bunker here. I should probably read the caddy book before tomorrow. Oh, dang it. So I'm gonna try not to yap too much during this round once we get a few holes in. But part of the mentality I wanna take into this tournament is that if I mess up a hole in bogey, it doesn't really matter that much. You can always just get more birdies out on a course like this. Every hole is birdieable. So I don't know, I'm really just trying to take things shot by shot. In the past, I feel like I get so caught up in the little things and I'll let them kind of take me out of my rounds, and I don't know, just not doing that no more. Hole number 12, 268, par 3. It's tucked right into those trees there. Pretty much you want to slide it right up next to this big tree on the right and jump past that a little bit. We're gonna go PA2. Just a nice push hyzer. I like coming into the green pretty fast. Yeah, that's money. Pretty much, I don't go mid because I'd have to baby it, and I'd rather throw low, hard putter so that as long as I hit the wood chips, it gets good ground play up to the basket, and I'm less likely to kind of air it long. It's just my play. So I'll be on the road a decent bit this year, playing all sorts of disc golf, hopefully getting in as many tournaments as I can, but obviously with the way tournaments fill up nowadays and my schedule not really being like a set thing, it's kind of tricky. A lot of it's probably gonna have to be last minute. But going into this year, I knew I was gonna compete again, and I'm so excited for it. I am a competitor. Like, that's all I've ever done. Play sports growing up, and disc golf, the reason I really fell in love with it early on was the competition side, and then kind of hated it for a long time, and now that's what I want to do right now. And so I'm excited to play these tournaments, but I'm going in them with just the only real expectation is to like play clean and play to my game, not let other people's shots or even my own shots influence my future shots. Just like play my game. Hole 13, par 4, 491. This is a pretty tricky hole. Simple birdie, easier said than done though, you know. And they do have a Mando up there right now. I'll show you when we get down there. My question before we get any further into this video is, when I do my tournaments this year and I film the practice round, also guys, Jaden is filming both of my tournament rounds, so stay tuned. The next 2 videos after this will be full tournament coverage with commentary. But do you want me to talk a lot through all my thought processes in these practice rounds, or do you want me to kind of just like show the round a little more like raw, less yapping, and then maybe talk more during the commentary for the actual rounds? Let me know like the format you'd like to see. Hole 13 here, I go roller. I like how it plays a lot, a little H4 V2. Out to the right, on the cut. Oh no. Not gonna lie, I did not like that. I'm gonna throw another backhand. I didn't like the reaction that got. I wanted to put it down a little further left, but I haven't yet to throw a sky shot or an air shot here. I know, we're gonna get up there and make the decision. Here's my thought process on this hole. I really like the roller, but yesterday when I threw the roller, I did not know that the Mando, which basically makes it, here, I'll show you. That Mando makes it so you gotta go up the center gut here. You can't go out, you know, to the side. And the roller, although I'm pretty confident in where it's gonna go usually, that was my worst one I've ever thrown on this hole. I do maybe think the smarter play is just DD1 up the gut so that I'm lined up with the gap rather than out here having to force a low ceiling forehand shot. This is my one, like, I'm not even gonna call it a mulligan, but it's my one like misplay of the round. Not that the score matters for the practice round. I didn't know that they painted OBs. I need to read the caddy book. We're just going straight up, air shot up the gut. This is a tricky shot here because there's the forehand hyzer or there's the flex shot here. I think the hyzer's the better play just to stay safe. Don't. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, decent little bid. Very big asterisk par. But we got the game plan now. Hole 14, par 3, 205. Little pond deep. You really just kind of saw off something stable. Little nose up. That is a lot shorter than I want. Yeah, and then you do that. Whereas if you at least give it a go and then you go deep, you got an easy par. Basically commit to the shot. Hole 15, par 3, 372. Just a pure little hyzer. We're gonna go broad bird. I think I'm a little short. Oh no, oh, come on. Right back. Oh, we're good. There we go. Hole 16, one of my favorites out here, 303 feet. You can kind of see the basket just off the left side of the fence there. I like taking a buzz assess up the left side gap here. A little bit of turn at the end. Just like that. Should be about 20 feet pin high left. Maybe a little short actually on that. Might get a little more height. Love hitting that line. Usually my buzz assesses, I hit the line, but the factor for me is whether or not I get the right height. Because if you get them a little low, you know, on the 300 footers, this one's slightly uphill, you might come up a touch short. So just got to make sure tomorrow to commit to that height. Huh. Okay. They don't want me to have it today. That's all right. Honestly, the name of my game, and it's probably pretty obvious, is give myself as many birdie looks as possible. And usually I'm pretty good at giving myself a good bit of birdie looks. And then take the ones that drop, you know? Just let the game come to you. Hole 17, 315 feet. One of my other favorite holes out here, you'll come to see a lot of my favorite holes are just buzz assess holes. But the big tree on the right there, I'm just trying to sneak a buzz assess on a little push hyzer right past that. For this event, there is, I think, an OB line right, deep, maybe even left. I'm gonna not worry about it because if I get over there, I deserve it. That should be good. Little bit left side. Hold on a second. I'm 45 short. What the hell? So yesterday there was a headwind on this hole, and I went with this buzz assess first, and it flipped too much to ever get there. So I threw that green one, and it kind of held up in the headwind, like perfect, and parked it. And then now there's not a headwind, and I kind of feel like if it's not a headwind, I'm going with this one. Yeah, if it's not a headwind, I'm going to that one, 100%. Gladly take the L today to learn that if there's not a headwind on this hole, it's flippy buzz assess, and if there's a heady, you go stable buzz assess. So the last 2 days, the weather has been perfect. I wouldn't call it windy by any means, but there's like an honest breeze kind of coming through, you know, that definitely is gonna change your stability a touch on some of these holes. And I'm super happy that I actually did end up getting in 2 practice rounds out here, because obviously 2 rounds tomorrow, 1 in the morning and 1 afternoon. We're probably gonna see a slightly different conditions throughout the 2 rounds. And I kind of feel like I'm attacking the holes with slightly different stabilities or angles than I was yesterday because of the switch in the wind. So it's nice to be able to learn them both ways. So now I don't just have like one idea in my mind. I've actually played them, you know, both ways. So didn't really expect that today, but pleasantly surprised to be learning these things. So I think it's gonna help tomorrow. Hole 18, 477, par 3. Mando left of this tree, so you can't go big hyzer position. You can get a putt on this one if you can really blast it. We're just gonna go destroyer. A little bit of a turnover here. That's gotta turn a little more. As long as it's not super far left in the trees, we're fine. Yeah, I think that should be all right. Yeah, if I got a little more turn on this destroyer, I feel like it would be really good. Get my lefty puncher dialed in. It's low-key kind of deadly. Pretty insane view here, huh, guys? Par all day on 18. Not really getting greedy. What is up, guys? So I've officially partnered up with Power Grip USA. If you want to grab a few of my favorites like the Firebird, the DD1, or the Buzz SS, head on over to powergripusa.com and use my code Broderick10 to save yourself 10% off.
Broderick, for the last time, I've told you to put on pants.
What do you mean? And just like that, we're back to hole number 1. 207. This is where I'll actually be starting. Basket up in the tree there, forehand or backhand. I like how the backhand comes in a little bit softer. I think it's a little less likely to hit and then roll back away. Yeah, that's parked. Can't complain. PX3. We got some absolute fucking gorillas in the background of this video, guys. Jeez. Definitely a backhand hole though, right here. Hole number 2, 412 feet. This is the hardest birdie to get on the course. I don't even know if you can actually see the basket. It's all the way down there, tucked up in a tree, so the green is a little tricky too. If you don't approach it right, you can simply not have a putt and have to lay up. So I like the roller on this to get a chance. The forehand also plays, but the morning round, I have a feeling this tee pad might be a little sloppy, and I don't like throwing forehands off of sloppy tee pads. So we're gonna throw both right now. The roller I really like. Seems like we got a left to right coming through. I'm trying to get it on some good cut. You're kind of playing Plinko with the, bro, I just parked it with a roller. So I'm skilled enough with the roller to get it down, but the reality is, like, what trees am I gonna miss? I'm not totally sure, but I just parked it. So just based on that, I think we might have to go with the roller. Yep, it's a roller. Tell me this isn't the sickest shot ever. Locals, I know there's a few of you watching this. This is nasty. That's not bad. H4V2, guys. If you want to learn a roller, I'm telling you, go grab one. Hole number 3, par 3, 269. Basket kind of just right out there. We were arguing, me, Clint, and Jaden, about if this is a forehand or backhand hole yesterday, and obviously, to the untrained eye, it's probably a forehand, but I'm gonna take the PA2, slide it up. Can't argue with that, guys. Another bird. Here we go. Hole number 4, 219, triple Mando. PX3, slide it right up. Pushed it a touch deep, shouldn't really matter. I'm trying to park everything, you know what I mean? I'm gonna throw a slide. There we go. Hole number 5, par 3, 392 feet. But man, I swear it plays a little bit longer. We got this new Kona iBlend Emperor from Clint. It's supposed to be kind of like a flip-up bomber run here, and we're testing it out. So we'll see if this makes a cut for tomorrow. But just gonna try and throw a nice push hyzer here and kind of see if I can figure out the flip point of it. Oh my gosh, I went inside those trees. So one of the main reasons I'm kind of intrigued by that Kona Emperor is because I'm working on throwing more fan grip distance driver shots. So that's what that was, but you guys got to witness the miss for me is that slight early release when I'm throwing hyzer fan grips. When I throw flat and anion fan grip, I feel like it locks in really well, but sometimes, I don't know what it is, the hyzer release on the fan, I kind of get that, just that early release. And then on this hole, I mean, I'm not parked, but it worked out fine. I guess kind of worked out fine because I'm right here, but yeah, so you get the point. This is a hole that I would love to birdie. Like, I'm trying 100% off the tee to get this one, but then, you know, if you don't get it, I ain't beating myself up for it. Definitely a tricky shot, but I like it. I like this hole a lot. It's a super satisfying one to get. Okay, so hole 6 today, we got a headwind. If I didn't have a headwind, I'd be going buzz assess, but because of the headwind, we're just gonna throw a Firebird and I don't know, skip it right up, basically. Oh man, I gotta get that in more. Come on. Okay, we stayed alive. We got a putt, but man, I gotta stable up, I guess. The headwinds are kind of throwing me for a loop today on some holes. Now we got a little bit of an obstructed putt. It ain't pretty, but it's in. Hole number 7, 377. Little broadbird shot here. Pretty much the basket is 30 left of the tree line, almost at the end of this tree line that you can kind of see here. And you just really want to get low of the branches and slide in there. That's a little short, but if it gets through clean, I think it'll make, oh yeah. Yeah, little circle's edge short. I'm gonna try another one actually. We're gonna go more stable broadbird, like one notch up and hit it flatter and further. I think I like that better. Yeah, that's perfect distance. Definitely want to birdie that one, but I think if I make that adjustment, I'll be all right. We got a couple more holes coming down the stretch here. Both of them very birdieable. But as we kind of wrap things up, I think the mindset, like I've kind of said a bunch, is just let the course give me what it wants to give me. Do my job, play my game, throw my shots, and then see what happens. Another shot here though, 367, hole number 8. It's just a hyzer with a Firebird. You guys can't really see the basket here, but it's just tucked off left. And I mean, there's a little bit of a hillside, and pretty much if you could swing the Firebird right to that, it'll kind of jump up to the basket. I think that'll be all right. I don't know if I swung it too wide or if the wind is what kind of killed that. I'm gonna try the white one to fight it a little bit more, because where I landed is short of where you want to be. You got to get about 10 feet more left. Big skip. You know, I'm just not doing it right now. One more shot here, pushier Firebird, but on more of like a swingy line. The other ones are kind of falling left. That one's more swinging. Man, that wind, it's not the craziest wind right now. Like, it's honest, but it's nothing crazy, but it's really stalling them out. I gotta play it as if it's a little further. See, not bad by any means, like circle's edge, but obviously I'm just trying to be up in the chips there. Make it a lot easier on yourself. Bar dizzy. Really working on keeping my release up and getting the height to get the putts in. A lot of times my miss is like, I kind of bring it down and I never really like get the disc actually high enough. So I'm really trying to just get them the height, and kind of stole one there. So you like it. Hole number 9, 344, right out there. Pretty much go right of the tree right here. We're gonna go yellow broadbird. This is kind of the one I'm trying to work into my backhand like slot, where it's like kind of my go-to, and then the red ones for a little more flip ups. But if I want stability, we got this one. Yeah, I don't know, with the same kind of wind coming left to right here, we'll see how the plate gets kind of pushed down. I mean, all we gotta do is try here. I like that. We'll see where it ends. Stay out of the bunker. I think we parked it. That's gonna do it for the practice round. Let me know what you thought of that. Let me know what format I guess you want to see. Jaden's gonna be filming the rounds tomorrow, so you're gonna be seeing whether I suck absolute balls or I shred. You'll see it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Creator of Frisbee Club,
The man,
motherfuckers.
the man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.